But you know why it's like that, don't you?
No.
Because none of the footage anymore is processed on track at the circuit.
Oh, yeah, it's all big and hill and
So
stuff, isn't it?
basically, the big screens around the circuit, are basically just the TV. So they're taking a picture from an onboard camera or a trackside camera, beaming it all the way back to, I think it's Biggin Hill where they do it in the UK.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Processing it, doing whatever they need to do with it, and then sending it back by satellite to the track as a mixed up feed. And that's why there's a delay on the onboard cameras, because they're done differently as well.
Hang on, the guys in P8, their stint length is 11 laps now. They need to do 23 laps with this stint. They need to fuel save. There might be a chance, mate. The gap is only 6 seconds. They need to save fuel, otherwise they won't make it. They need to do a 23 lap stint to make the race.
I mean, Michael might catch them anyway on pace anyway. Let's just say that first. But yeah.
Right, I'll be right back. I'm going to get myself a beer.
Okay, mate.
I don't need to drive anymore.
Yeah, going back to the conversation about the TV, it's like if you ever you know, they always talk about these driver trackers and stuff,
Yeah.
and all this circuit tracker and all that. If you ever like load that up on the Sky Sports app or website or anything like that, it's all out of sync compared to the. And I read something at the beginning of the year. They're on about synchronizing it all up. Because if you ever look at I don't often do this, but if you ever look at the data, if you ever get the F1 app on your phone, and there's a bit where you can look at the live timing, just the data timing. That's ahead of even the Sky Sports broadcast, because that data is like, you know, as soon as it's
Snapshot, like, yeah.
as soon as it's transponder, it's pinged back to the data center. So it's a couple of bits of data. It's really tiny. So I read something somewhere that they're on about FOM. They're improving it all, so it's all going to be joined up. So whatever sort of device you're using, whatever stream you're watching, it should all be synced up. Which probably means that everything will be even more out of sync.
Yeah,
sorry, delayed,
this.
sorry. Just to make it all in sync.
Yeah. That'd be the way they'll do it. That'd be the cheapest way to do it, is make everything on a more work out an appropriate delay for everything.
But yeah, what they've done is they've tried to make the viewer experience nicer, but if anybody who's a bit nerdy like this notice that all the actual stuff like the synchronization, it's just all out. And that's why, like you say, if you ever see it switch from an onboard camera to an offboard shot, the same car you'll see, he's like, hang on a second, he's already been around that corner. Or he's like, one of them's ahead of the other.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I don't know why they just don't do something about it.
Would you rather have that, or like in the old days, have the old local TV directors do it really shitly? So it's all in sync, but you just get the shit angle.
I'd like to go a little bit more back towards what it used to be like, but there was something a little bit interesting. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying about that. A lot of it was shit, but there was some interesting things sometimes. Like how you used to focus on the local drivers or stuff, or
yeah.
Whereas now the coverage is so much the same, no matter what the race is. It's just the same. Which I know some people say that's how it's meant to be, but like you do 2 laps and then you show 50 replays, and it doesn't matter what is happening on the track on laps 3 and 4. You're not going to see it because they show replays at that point.
Yes, they do.
What I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like a uniform process that they've got to go through all this.
They should at least be doing some more picture-in-picture kind of things with that kind of thing.
I remember reading somewhere once they said that Sky Sports said to F1 they wanted to have a go at producing the British Grand Prix, but they said no. But they probably might do a decent job of it. You never know. They've done a lot of sports broadcasting of their own.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're not
they
doing
very
it.
much know how to do pretty much every other sport to a high quality. So
Because obviously that's what happens at the Premier League when it's on Sky. Sky do all the production, and the Premier League basically they're doing it on behalf of the Premier League's feed, Premier League's world feed, but Sky are in control of what cameras are viewing.
yeah,
It's just the geeky world of TV broadcasting and directorship and stuff. It's interesting, but only if you're interested in it.
yeah, it comes a point, doesn't there?
Some people don't give a shit, do they?
Well, a lot of the fan base, if you can call them a fan base, clearly don't. The fan base is obviously decreasing because people are going, 2021
Yeah.
and Drivers 5 peak isn't typical F1.
I tell you what is good about the 3-second delay on the F1 feed is that when somebody on the track sees themselves on the big screen, by the time they've noticed and where, if it's too late, they just cut away. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You get the crowd shots and somebody's like not spotting themselves. By the time they spot themselves, it cuts away.
yeah, yeah.
So they couldn't wave at the camera in time.
What was the last Grand Prix you went to?
A long time ago.
Is it still? Yeah, I didn't know if you went more recently.
It was the 2013 Spanish Grand Prix.
It is a while ago now, isn't it? You still think, that's only a few years ago. No, that's 11 years ago now, really.
It was a race, I think. It might be beaten now, but it's one of the races that had the most pit stops. It was the period when Pirelli just went a bit stupid on the tyres, where they dropped off the cliff. And I think the Spanish Grand Prix had, every team did 4 stops, I think it was.
Yes.
So yeah, it was a bit stupid. I used to go to quite a few before then, but then I just one thing and then another, and then I just never did. I keep wanting to go to British Grand Prix, but then I look at the prices. It's just ridiculous.
A lot now.
Stupidly expensive.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people go to the Spanish Grand Prix. It was really cheap. I don't know what it's like now, but it used to be like, 150 euros for the...
Won't be any longer, will it, when they get to Madrid? They'll crank up the prices for that.
They need to stop doing all those kind of tracks, I think.
Yeah, just stick to racing tracks.
Yeah, it's not Formula E.
It feels that way.
There's so many really good tracks just today and somewhere.
I don't mind a good street track if you can produce good racing. But it's just...
I'd rather
IndyCar managed to do it well, but their product is more authentic and kind of, traditional, whereas, a bit smaller cars, a bit lighter, they have to refuel.
The
tires.
The street tracks are just... There's no you're overtaking shit on them.
Yeah, but how can you go to Madrid? Well, there are tracks like Kyalami or maybe Malaysia.
Well, we know why. It's all about the
of course.
money.
Yeah. Even South Korea, that track was also pretty good. Turkey.
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
I swear I saw something about...
I'd have to go back to Adelaide. That was a great street circuit.
Which one?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Oh,
yeah.
That's a long time ago, though.
That was a really good street circuit, and it's still in full existence. It's still there. They could go to it. They still run the supercars on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Really good circuit.
When was it last in F1? It's going to be in the 90s, right?
95.
I was going to say, I swear I heard...
It was a race where Damon Hill had the joint equal biggest winning margin ever. 2 laps of the second place car.
That's insane.
remember that race, Ryan?
No. I only really started watching.
You pinned it. See you later, mate.
I only really started watching in 96, 97. So no, I don't. Really.
Hakkinen time. Oh, Hakkinen was 18 and was 98 and 99, right?
Hakkinen, yeah.
Yeah.
Which was quite a good period to come into, actually, and get kind of hooked with it. You know, the Ferrari McLaren battle.
Yeah.
That was a. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, I swear I've heard or read somewhere that, or rumoured that Domenicali said that he's going to start alternating more of the European races.
Yeah, I've read that as well.
Which is very sad and annoying.
It is sad, but in the same way, you get an actual different calendar each year.
I suppose.
Rather than having the same calendar every single year.
I suppose it depends what it is, what's different.
Because obviously that's what WEC do, don't they? They rotate the circuits.
Yeah, they are going to do like one year is going to be in Spa, for example, and the other year is Zandvoort.
Zandvoort? You can't have a WEC race there.
No, F1. Sorry.
Oh.
That's what they will do for, at least what I've heard, for Zandvoort and Spa.
Yeah. I've never seen any decent racing at Zandvoort, to be honest.
I did, but not in F1.
Last year's was alright, but that was more just crazy weather.
Yeah, exactly.
If it was dry, I think it would have been a very shite race.
The cars are too fast for Zandvoort. You need to have like F3 cars or F4 cars.
Yeah, it's quite a narrow, twisty track, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are they going to pit or are they not going to pit, do you think?
I don't know. If they can save enough fuel, they can make it, but they need to do 23 laps.
Send them a message.
Make sure to pit.
You want to just say, are you going to pit?
Do you really think they will answer?
Oh, that's a big crash.
Yeah, it's P4.
How do you crash at that point in this late in the race? Like that?
Maybe you're sleepy.
Well, like a big crash at that.
Oh my god. End of the race. 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago and you binned it.
Yeah. Oh, that's shit.
Could that get us up a position? How many laps behind are you behind them?
Who?
You said P4.
No, it was a GT3, was that?
It was a GT3.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it on the stream properly.
Was a Porsche.
Oh. That's a shame. Well,
Yeah,
I say that.
One of the
I said it for them. I
unit.
wasn't just saying it for you as well. Like, we didn't gain a position. Ah.
We might gain a position in the overall standings.
Nah, the car be way behind us. What position are we overall?
Check.
You might be top 20.
Nah, there's only about 4 GTPs running. We'll be about 10th.
13th.
13th.
Yeah, we won't get the number 4 car, I think. Oh yeah, we can. It's 4 laps. Yeah, we get 1 position extra. We'll be P12 overall.
Yeah, but if it's a GT3, you're already ahead of them.
Is it GT3 or GTP?
It's a GTP.
Ah, okay.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And I enjoyed this race so much more than Bathurst.
What about Bathurst if it had rained?
That would be horrible.
It's not going to be good. I had troubles to stay on track. It's right.
That's just reminded me of my internet connection issues, and it's just reminded me that I'm getting hopefully my decent internet on Monday.
Nice. How fast?
500, for cheaper than what I'm paying now.
That's nice.
Where I'm getting like 45.
45.
Don't you guys in Mark? Don't you guys in Holland have loads of like really fast internet connections?
Yeah, we do. But it can be quite expensive.
Same here, but at least your country invests in key infrastructure in a sensible way and gets it done.
It's just because our country's so old. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, no, yeah. Well, I suppose, yeah.
I got a really good internet connection. I got thousands.
Well, I could have got 1,000, and it would have been a bit more. But I just thought I didn't need it. I'll see how 500 goes first, and
yeah, I have this contract on a discount for a full year, and the price was going to be the same between 500 or 1,000. So I was like, okay, let's do 1,000. I usually switch internet provider once a year to get like the discount.
well, that's the thing. We're kind of hamstrung where we are. You've either got, unless you're in lucky where like a small provider's doing like a little kind of startup fiber network, you tend to either have the BT OpenReach network where there's a lot of suppliers, but unless you're in a big inner city, most of the net or a new housing estate, most of it is like old copper wire, so it's up to like 80 megabytes at most download, and maybe 15 upload.
Yeah, that's really good.
So not great.
In the pits?
In the pits? They're in the pits, are they?
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
Great. So you should pass them, shouldn't you? Yeah, you're on the back straight. Yeah.
They only need to splash and dash. It will be a really short stop for them. Yeah, they're still there. Nice.
Yeah, anyway, so we either have the old one. BTR slowly rolling out more fibre, but I mean, very slowly. So the option you tend to have is Virgin Media, whoever. So that's who I've ended up going with. They're a bit. You kind of are. You're either hit and miss. So the Virgin with the high speeds, and they're a bit known to be a little bit shit sometimes. Or you go BT, and then you've got a wide selection of companies who use that kind of distribution network, but infrastructure. Yeah, but the infrastructure governs it really. You just pay a slightly different price for the same thing, really.
All right.
It's a bit shit. You don't really have a good choice.
No, for me here, I got plenty of choice, but it's all basically the same thing. I only got 2 cables coming into my house.
Yeah, you've got good choice, but at a much higher level in terms of speed and availability and that. Yeah. And are you in like a town or a big city or a village, Mark?
It's not like a big city like Amsterdam or something like that. That's not where I live, but I live in the north of the Netherlands, and it's one of the bigger cities in the north of the Netherlands, basically. So, I'm not sure if you call it big. Let's see how many people live here.
And are you kind of like, assume, are you in a city or are you more kind of nice suburbs?
Suburbs.
I get
I live next to the city. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 107,500 people living here in this numbers in 2015. So probably 110,000 people where I live. But
Yeah.
I live on the side next to like all the green
The
and
nice bits.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Countryside.
the countryside. Yeah. What about you guys?
I live in old market town.
That's a very famous for pot pies.
Yeah, and Stilton cheese. Yeah,
Oh really?
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I actually live in it, so to only have the shit internet I do is a bit disappointing, really. You think in most decent towns, we'd at least have some sort of mid-level
Yeah.
fibre, maybe 250 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite poor. As Michael says, I suppose. Well, you can argue how all for years on what the reason is, but our money is very tight at the minute, and a lot of the time you are finding that you are having to adapt your new stuff to old systems,
Yeah.
or ways of doing things. You can't just put up a nice new thing and it just works. You have to make it fit and look like the old one or something.
Ah yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's, on a serious note, that is, the UK is a very old country in a way. So a lot of the infrastructure, like telephone lines and railways and stuff like that, is all built a long time ago. And before some countries even had railways, for example. So you can't just go and replace all the railway tracks because it just costs billions and billions. It is an absolute minimum. And that's why, like, for example, our trains, all the infrastructure's outdated. And that's why if you ever go to like the Netherlands, you see the trains there, like fucking hell. All the trains, nice fancy lines, all the lines are electrified.
Yeah.
All the trains are, and the train tracks are built in such a way that you've got those double-decker trains.
Yeah, we do.
You don't have anything like that in the UK because all the infrastructure, like bridges and stuff like that, it's all designed for single-decker trains. So, and it's just simply because the country was built so long ago. Like, we probably had telephone lines before a lot of other countries did. Just because obviously the UK was pioneers in them types of things.
Yeah.
So, and that's why our telephone infrastructure is so out of date, because it costs so much money to replace it all because it's such a vast amount, and they just have them. No one's got the money to do that.
All right.
And that's why that's why when you get modern countries or countries that build a new infrastructure and they put like fibre in as default, so that's why they can afford to have they can not afford, but they can have really fast internet connections out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas most of the UK, we're running off copper wires, and they still ain't got the full fibre infrastructure in place. So that's why it is really.
Yeah.
I mentioned trains because it's a good example of something that was.
Something happened to PS3.
Train lines were built so long ago, and it's such an infrastructure that just cannot be changed.
No.
Without billions and billions of pounds.
Yeah.
Roads, it's a bit like roads as well. The roads are so old and falling apart that you can't just build new roads.
Yeah, things like that are really good here in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Actually, I would disagree on roads because I think most of the time, the one thing most people don't get too NIMBY about is because they like to drive and they like the convenience of it. They kind of like the bypasses and things. Yes, we could do a lot better on fixing the bloody potholes, but
It's because we get such inclement weather.
Yeah,
We get
roads,
hot summers, cold winters, loads of rain.
yeah, but roads are probably the things that do pop up. But most of the things, yeah, as Michael says, they
Yellow
just
flag
don't.
coming up. I think there's an incident. Somewhere
Yep,
in front
seen
of
it.
you.
White flag.
Yeah, last lap.
Oh, really? That came up quick. The power of chatting.
Looks like I'm going to gain 17 I rating for all that effort.
I'm probably 5.
Yeah, you've got enough as it is.
Oh well, I ratings are too important in events like this.
Yeah, it's more about the event itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it would be nice if it was more recognised rather than just... Because iRating just sees it as another race, doesn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, yes.
It'd be nice if there was some sort of better recognition than it just being a race. Even though it is just about the experience.
Yeah.
Hi guys,
Yeah,
just
man.
finished.
No, not yet. Almost. Final lap.
Oh, okay. Go into general chat after you finished. Yeah, would be nice. Then Marty can also say his thing.
Oh yeah.
He can't win this chat, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Where did you guys finish?
7th.
We are P8. Well done, mate.
Yes! We're from
They
the
beat us.
Yeah, he's going to be smug now.
Even though we were in a high split.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's it then.
Well done, guy.
We
It was-
did say at the beginning it was about getting to the end, I think. And I do still think that.
Yeah.
It's the first event with rain.
I think we should be happy we survived the rain and
Yeah,
we
and
do
we're
well.
in probably one of the highest splits that we've ever been in.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what number split we're in, but it's quite a high one.
And you were competitive for most of it.
Yeah, we should have won it. We probably should have been in the highest split. Need to go and grind the IMSA races now.
Oh yeah. You're back to A now.
Get up to 3. Well, more interesting about 3K. Get up to your level.
Would be nice.
In fact, I might fucking just grind tomorrow and beat the both of you first to it.
Go on then.
Yeah.
That'd be,
Show it.
Every race tomorrow
that'd
and
be
Monday.
funny. That'd be funny.
I've been on this level for a long time. I didn't race in halfway through December, January.
That's entirely your own fault.
Well, yeah, it is. Still.
If you hadn't sold that rig like an idiot, you could have been on 4K by now.
Easily.
Easily. You just think it's just like that.
I think on pace-wise, I'm at a pretty decent level where I am right now. Dude! There's still incident points for you, right?
No, it's not. It's the race is over.
you're,
Look at that.
you're on the side.
Oh no.
I always thought you could still get incident points. After
Only
the
till
race.
the race is until the race is finished, officially finished. I learnt this before. So the way it's officially finished is when the final car crosses the line.
Ah, okay.
And the way you know that is because if you look on the black box
Yeah.
where it says remaining, time remaining, it normally counts down like 2 minutes, and then once the last car crosses the line, it goes to something like 15 minutes
Okay.
or 45 minutes. Once it goes to that point, instant points are no longer counted. So that's why people do donuts and stuff. Or
Or just lay on the side. Yeah. All right.
what's that?
That was good. Good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's a fun and good race. Should have got more out of it, but hey, we had a fun time. That's important as well.
You got the voice chat turned on, Mark.
No. Oh, someone in the chat
Alright.
says, good race, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Mick. Hope you enjoyed.
Mark, you still in the lobby?
Yeah, I am.
Do you want to rewind back and show Ryan the incident? The incident.
What incident?
The one where you hit the back marker, because I still didn't see it.
Yeah, the incident.
What
Oh,
lap it didn't
what
think
lap
it
was that?
You can ask me what lap it was.
It'll either be the one of or before a massive long one where you spent like 8 minutes in the pits.
I think it should be somewhere
Yeah.
around here. Here, 8 minutes. Here we go. I can just double click it, right? I can't. This one. Why is it doing it like this?
Lap 258, I think it was.
Oh, 258? What was the other incident then? At 218?
280.
Yeah, you were 8 minutes
No.
in the pits there as well.
That'll be when you had the like 0x tap on the wall.
280,
yeah.
you were driving 280.
You? Yeah, but there was a tap on the wall, I think.
Oh yeah.
218.
It was the last one before you got in, so it was lap 258.
Hang on. Yeah. Let's see.
Benefit of those that missed it.
It's this blue car coming up. That's it. Hang on, I'll do it in cockpit view as well from both cars.
Oh, yeah. I think that's on him
Okay.
more than you.
This is cockpit view from Michael.
Press space so we can see.
You remember, I'm seeing this with like a 5 or 6 second delay, so.
Yeah, I'm just watching it on Twitch as well.
Yeah, from there, I think I would assume that I had the racing, take the racing.
Here we go, the other guy.
Chase view's good.
And what does his show? Okay.
His view shows that I cut across him. If you look at the chase cam,
Yeah, I will.
it's probably the best way to look at it.
Yeah. I think, yeah, that's just a racing incident, really. But I would have done the
Car
same
chase,
if he
probably,
had left there. I would have assumed he's backed out of that fully. Because you went up the inside and he's actively avoided it, turned out of it.
He's put his foot down before I'm past him.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
I
If
think
it were me, I would have been saying, I'm there. There's a point there where you're way past him and he's. Yeah.
Bear in mind, this is a lap car, right? And if you watch it as approaching the corner, he left the door open, so I assumed that he was like go through.
Just in the GT3 team in P1.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think he got scared a bit because you dived up the inside.
But yeah, he turned and then he saw me, and then he came out of it.
Yeah.
At this point, he's on the throttle, and I'm like, he should have just slowed and let me go through, and then put his foot down.
You did you did come across a little bit, but I would have assumed that he was, just out wide and behind.
Also, if you look at the angle I was taking,
I think you call that just an unfortunate racing. Really.
Do the car chase on that. That was the one night.
I will.
Did you have like a radar up on that or not?
Yes,
You did,
but,
yeah.
but I don't know if he did, but I
Yeah.
thought that he was letting me go, so I'm like, foot down, off we go.
That's the kind of thing that could easily happen in real life
Yeah.
without a radar.
I think he thought you were going more to the inside of the track.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It is like a very split second.
Yeah.
But the very front right of his and the very back left of yours, by maybe the last foot of each foot overlap, and it's just not quite gone right. Oh well. That's annoying, isn't it?
But yeah, no, I just show it because you haven't seen it.
Oh well. Yeah. That's
That's that.
that's that. Let's get out of this race lobby. And let's end the stream as well.
By stream.
Bye stream. If anyone is still watching, thanks for watching.
I am.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Yeah, cheers. No worries.
Bye.